Yo, what's up gamers? Recently, a new game has joined the playing field here in the West with Amazon Gaming Studios releasing Smilegate's Lost Ark. And now you're probably wondering, should I check this game out or not? Well, let me try and help you with that. My name is Korax and I have been gaming for all of my life and I've also fallen in love with making content for games. So that's what I decided to do over here on my YouTube channel and also on my Twitch channel. All of my links will be down below the video in case you're interested in checking any of that out. But let's dive right in and let's find out whether Lost Ark is something that you should be checking out. Now, the first reason to be checking out this game is because it is just beautiful. The art style in Lost Ark is crisp, the colors are very vivid, and the graphics just look great. It feels and it looks like what you should expect from an MMO this day and age. On top of that, the soundtrack is great and it has some amazing tracks depending on where you are in the game or what kind of instance you're doing. But, of course, as we all know, graphics are not the be-all and end-all of an MMO RPG style game. It is all about that gameplay. And let me tell you, the first thing I immediately felt when I played this game for the first time is that combat is extremely, immensely satisfying. Abilities feel very strong, feel very impactful, and ultimate skills feel exactly like that. Ultimate power. Now, next to that, Lost Ark offers a very smooth leveling experience where you either get the choice to try and power level by only following the main quest and going straight towards the endgame, or if you are the type of player that enjoys exploration, you can start doing a bunch of side quests, you can work on map completion, because none of that time is actually wasted in this game. All of the exploration that you do and all of the map completion that you do will also provide you with meaningful and nice rewards. And now that we're on the subject of rewards and loot, this is something that I personally feel Lost Ark does an extremely good job at. It does it very, very well. Every single activity you're doing in the game offers you rewards that are in one way or another either making your character stronger, making your entire roster stronger, or providing you with nice, cool, shiny things like, for example, new mounts and stuff like that. Now, a very important topic in any MMO style game is the endgame, and the endgame in Lost Ark is absolutely huge. And in typical sense, you're only actually really starting the game once you hit maximum level. Well, actually, when you reach level 50, because level 50 in Lost Ark is the point where the endgame unlocks, but actually level 60 is the level cap. There are plenty of different endgame activities for you to indulge in, and all of them feel very rewarding. Whether you want to do Greater Rift style Chaos dungeons, or Monster Hunter style Guardian raids, or even get into some tough boss fights in Abyssal dungeons, the game has plenty of interesting boss fights for you to overcome. Some of them are really challenging, so that is always a great thing to see, to have a good challenging boss fight, and when you finally kill it, you get your rewards and you just, oh yeah, that feeling, we all know it, right? And then on top of that, if you're looking for something less intense to do, but still feel like you want to be progressing your character and your roster, you can start exploring the massive map of islands, each with their own rewards and questlines, and of course, mini stories. So again, exploration is very much rewarded in Lost Ark. Now, perhaps you are a PvP enthusiast. Well, Lost Ark prides itself on providing a well-balanced PvP arena experience where you are not going to get stomped by someone in stupidly good gear who has like 10 times the amount of hours in the game as you, but everyone gets a fair chance because all of the PvP is fully normalized. All the gear, all the stats are normalized, and the PvP actually comes down to your skill level. How good you are on your character and how good or how bad your opponent is on theirs. Perhaps you are a gamer coming from a more ARPG background and you're coming from games like Path of Exile or Grim Dawn or maybe even Diablo, and you mainly love min-maxing characters and your build. Well, let me tell you, Lost Ark is going to offer you a bunch of systems to allow you to do that. It has a pretty diverse build system where you will not only have to get your hands on the right gear pieces with the right combination of secondary stats, you'll also have to find and grind out the right cards, the right engravings to do that, all while tweaking your specific skill set to whatever the content you are doing needs throughout your tripods, your runes, stuff like that. There is a bunch of diversity that you can do in your build, in your gearing, and all of it is meaningful. But maybe you're the type of player that enjoys gathering and life skilling in this type of game. Well then, have no fear, because all of that is available in Lost Ark as well. All of the classic gathering skills like mining, chopping trees, picking herbs are available to you alongside several other skills, and all of them will provide you with resources that you will be able to use for crafting in your stronghold to craft a huge array of different things. Oh, and did we mention that your stronghold, which is your player housing in Lost Ark, is fully customizable and allows you to invite up to 50 other players to throw a big party? Okay, so we've been singing many praises here, so maybe it's time that we also talk about one of the questions that a lot of players have when it comes to games like this, and specifically Lost Ark, and that is whether this game is pay to win. It is true that in Lost Ark you will be able to spend money to speed up your progression, which will help you get into the end game, and will mainly help you get into the end game faster. That's what it does. It just speeds up the process. So if your definition of pay to win is speeding up progression and getting quality of life items through money, then yes, there is that available in Lost Ark. However, if your definition of pay to win is, will I be able to buy items that will make me straight up win fights with other players? No, that's not available to you. And there's also the point to be made that someone who paid money to get better gear quicker won't necessarily be a better player because they've spent less time and thus have less experience on their class as somebody who grinded out many more hours. Now, if you're like me and you enjoy the journey towards getting your character maxed out, you will not feel the need to spend any money to speed it up. Of course, if you're the type of player that has a massive amount of FOMO and you're afraid that you'll be missing out by not being there as quickly as anyone else, well, that is something that is up to you to decide whether you want to do that or not. If you ask me, yes, Lost Ark is definitely worth checking out. It has a wide variety of things for you to do. It is a very fresh feeling MMO with a very solid base, and we also have the benefit that the game has already been live for 2 years over in Korea, which means that a lot of balancing and bug fixing and stuff like that has already been taken care of before the content comes to the West. Also, the game has been released in a non-complete state, so that means we still have a ton of content already coming that's already been tested again over in Korea. On top of that, the game is free to play on Steam, so just give it a download, try it out, play around with it, try out a couple of different classes, see how you feel about it, and give it a go. There's nothing lost, only the time that you spent, and I can pretty much promise you that the time you're going to be spending in Lost Ark is time well spent, and it's time that you are going to have fun with. Now, if my video has convinced you to try out Lost Ark, please let me know down in the comments below. And if you're interested in more content about Lost Ark, make sure to click that subscribe button because we have plenty more stuff coming out. As always, guys, drop a like on the video, leave a comment down below, and if you want to come hang out with a like-minded, MMO-minded community, just check us out over on Twitch as well. I will see you guys in the next video, and until then, bye-bye.